One significant component that should never be underestimated, and I've certainly seen with the documentation that you've provided, the amount of information that comes in Business Insight is massively invaluable to organisations. And how is the development of that piece of work going on, and where do you see the future of that? Because I think it's immensely powerful.
Where we're going with what we refer to as the business intelligence module is it's the ability for the employer to give people within their organization access to the relevant information that they need. So within a business, you're going to have, you've got your C-suite, your CEO, your CFO, maybe your chief operations person. They all have different reporting needs around the employees and around what information is in the platform. So giving them the ability to run reports that's relevant to their function within the business is hugely powerful. And instead of somebody putting those reports together on a regular basis, they can save those queries and then they can see it when they log in. So it gives them the ability to have those reports ready to go in the background. I mean, we have one company who came onto the platform where they've taken their reporting from 2 weeks down to 3 hours. So before now, what was happening was they had 2 employees in the HR team running around, taking different data from different platforms to put together, to be able to put the reports together that was needed for the board. They can now do it in 3 hours by going in on the system, making sure everything is up to date, and they can take that data out. So it's massively powerful.
You can imagine when taking reporting out of the system and suddenly looking at the staff churn of a business, what that really is actually costing the business. And most businesses have some sort of idea of what that churn is, but very few look at the actual cost implications. And suddenly now they're going to be able to have accurate information coming out of the system that allows them to focus on those areas.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. And one of the pre-configured reporting pieces within the platform, as I said, you can report on everything and anything in the platform, but we have some key indicators, as we call them. One of those is around the employee turnover and the employee churn. So the ability to go in there and actually see, what time of the year is, as you mentioned earlier, Nadine, January, New Year's resolutions, I'm going to get myself a new job. How long does it take for that impact to actually take place in the business? Does it, again, lots and lots of people talk about changing jobs. They never actually do it. They talk a good game, but they're just comfortable where they are, so they stay. But again, if you can actually run reports around it and actually understand over a period of time, actually we can see here that, we lose people in the second quarter every year. And why is that? And it might be, well, actually we pay bonuses at the end of the first quarter. So people are waiting to get their bonus before they leave. So again, it's about having the information to hand as to when are these people leaving, why are they leaving, and what are we doing to stop them leaving any earlier? If someone wants a new job in January, why are they hanging around until the end of March? Well, hang around the end of March because that's when the bonuses get paid. So again, it's about using their own company data to make better decisions and to understand. We've had another client where they were using the system from a roster perspective. And when they started to use the rostering side of things and they were using the analytics piece, they were able to identify that the way employees were using the system, or the way employees were using it before the system was implemented, was that they would only work on certain days, and then they knew the days that they had to work to get double time. So all of a sudden, the company costs were going up, but it was because there was no system in place to track, record, and report. So they brought the system into play, and all of a sudden they discovered what people were trying to do. So they were able to nip that in the bud and make sure that it didn't happen again. But again, without the system in place, it was difficult for them to understand it.